What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another video on my 2014 Civic Si HFP. And today we're going to talk about the 5 top mods to do to your Civic Si. It could be a 9 gen, it could be an 8 gen, it could be any gen, but these are the best mods to talk about. So honestly, the first mod I would recommend doing to these cars would be Honda Flash Pro or K-Tuner, because honestly that would be like your best mod to do, and you have more opportunities when you do like intake stuff or like anything with fuel and stuff like that, like a short ram or anything like that. So it will help the car function better, and it'll be a better driving experience too, because it will take away the VTEC lag and everything else. So honestly, that will be the first mod I would do, but it could be another mod you could do after if you want to do like a short ram or something and then get it tuned with Honda. But honestly, Honda will be like the first thing you should do, because just to get the car to drive better, and you'll have more fun with it just with Honda. And the second mod I would say to do is a short ram intake or a cold air intake. And you can see I have a Typhoon short ram, and honestly the short ram and the cold airs, honestly in my perspective, are not that much difference. It's just the cold air draws in more cold air, but the short ram does its job too. You have a lot of intake noise when you hit VTEC and stuff like that, but they're good intakes. It's just the cold air. When you do the cold air, it just runs all the way down there underneath the battery around there somewhere, and the short ram just runs all the way behind the engine bay. And you could tell I have a 4-inch filter on this, but all in all, it's a good intake. And this is the K&N Typhoon, just letting anyone know what intake I got, but it says on it. And the third mod I would recommend doing, honestly, would be a short shifter. And that's one thing I have to do to this car too, is a short shifter mod. For as is right now, this car has stock clutch, stock everything, just has a BWR shift knob. But sooner or later I'm gonna do a cutie with the bushings and everything. But right now I'm just trying to build this car for power and everything else. But if you just want a car to drive and just have fun with, and you have an SI, like you just want to drive it around and have fun, honestly that'll be the best bet to do. Just have a nice shifter so you could just bang gears so quickly with it and have fun with it, honestly. But if you're more performance wise, you don't care about shifting and stuff, like just have the daily one, just stock OEM one. Just I would say for a third mod, honestly, I would just do a fucking RBC. And you can see mine is just bone stock right now. I have an RBC intake manifold. I just sent it out to get poured in and stuff, and it's getting powder coated. In my next video I'll reveal what color it'll be, so stay tuned for that. But for now it's just bone stock, but sooner or later I'll get it in there when I do the head swap and stuff later down the road, so stay tuned for all that. Okay, so my fourth mod will be, honestly, I would get some nice rims just for looks. If you're the type of guy that likes to have a car looking clean and nice, I would do rims. And if you see my last video, these are super speed CRK, CRKs, whatever you guys want to call them, but these are good rims. And they're powder coated chameleon sapphire. They're two-tone purple and blue with the flake, and they look really nice, especially when they're clean. But honestly, that's my first 4, I would say. Other people have different opinions on mods wise, but that'll be like my first 4. And my 5th mod, honestly, in my perspective, I would say would be exhaust. And exhaust would be like a good sub for this car. And honestly, the good sub exhaust I have for this car, I talked in my recent video, was a K-Tune downpipe and a Q300 catback. That's like, honestly, my way of saying, like, that's like the best exhaust for this car. But like there's other exhausts out there. You got Skunk 2, you got full K-Tune, you know what I mean, like full race, there's a bunch. But honestly, my perspective, this car sounds good with it. So I'll give you guys a listen to it, how it sounds and everything like that. So that's just a cold, that's a warm start actually, my bad. That's a warm start. So I'll give you a couple of revs and see how it sounds. Yeah, that's, I think, probably revving around maybe 3,000, less than that actually, probably 2.5. But either or, the exhaust sounds really deep. It's a good tone. It's not as bad, and I love it a lot. And honestly, that'll be like the 5th model would save. Like most people, like honestly would do exhaust first, but I like having my car running as good and smooth as possible. So I recommend like doing Honda, because when you do Honda first compared to like doing exhaust or intake or stuff like that, or like a manifold, because how I see it is that Honda, you have more varieties and more potential for your car. Like you could set everything else on your car from basically the factory doesn't give you, you know what I mean? And you can check all your temp gauge, you can check everything, your VTEC when it kicks in. Like honestly, you have so much varieties with Honda or like K-tuner. So that's why like I put Honda first. I know most people would basically say like, oh, you should have like put like exhaust and Honda this and that, but like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It's just how the car runs. And honestly, when I had this car, I did everything else first and then did Honda, because I already had everything bolted on. So I just put Honda, just tuned it, it ran fine. But if people didn't want to do bolt-ons or just keep the car bone stock, I would just do Honda then, just to make the car run better and more efficient and have more fun with the car, because it gets rid of that choppiness in the motor. Because these engines are really choppy when it comes to the VTEC, because it takes so long to kick in and it kicks out so early. But if you have Honda, you can set it higher or lower. That's the good thing of having Honda or K-tuner. And when you tune it, it gets rid of that VTEC lag, which I like a lot. But overall, this car's a nice car. I love it a lot. And honestly, that's my first 5 mods I would recommend for any SI owner or any person that want to get an SI in the future or that have one right now. That'll be my first 5 mods I would do, in my perspective. But honestly, you can do whatever you want. But like, I recommend though, if you have a 9 gen or an 8 gen and you're gonna keep it bone stock, I would do Honda. Honestly, I would do Honda and do like a base map tune, just to make the car run better and breathe better, and you have more fun with it. Trust me, it makes the car run a whole different car. Trust me on that. But that's it for my first 5 mods, and thanks again for watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment down below, like this video, and stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna upload my RBC manifold, what color I'm gonna reveal. And if you guys want to leave your comments down below what color it's gonna be, I'll reply back and I'll let you know if you guys get it. Thank you. Bye.